The political fight between the DMK-led Tamil Nadu government and the centre over the national education policy and imposition of Hindi today reached the corridors of Parliament. There was high drama inside the Lok Sabha when Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan today accused the DMK of holding the students of Tamil Nadu hostage by not implementing the NEP and not giving the students the choice to decide whether they want to follow the two-language formula or the three-language formula. He also used words which the DMK has taken grave offense to, words like uncivilized and unparliamentary and whether Stalin was a super CM. The DMK in turn is now planning to bring a breach of privilege motion against the minister as early as tomorrow. But Tamil Nadu is the only state in the country which has so far not implemented the three-language formula in the national education policy. If all the states of the Indian Union can do so, then why not Tamil Nadu? What is the history and what is the context as to why the state of Tamil Nadu has such a problem with Hindi? But first, I want to bring you up to speed with the fireworks that happened in Parliament. The Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan on the one side and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin on the other side, trading barbs over the issue of the national education policy and the whole business of Hindi imposition or not. Reiterating that the Stalin government took a U-turn on the NEP, the Education Minister today in Parliament accused the Stalin government in Tamil Nadu of politicizing the entire matter. The Stalin government, and in fact Mr. Stalin himself today responding to that in Chennai, has said that Mr. Pradhan thinks of himself as a king and he speaks in an arrogant fashion. Dharmendra Pradhan said that the future of students in Tamil Nadu is being jeopardized because of the DMK's politics, to which Stalin replied that the Education Minister needs to be more disciplined for his arrogance. Upping the ante, the Union Education Minister also called the DMK's stand on this matter on NEP and two-language formula as uncivilized and undemocratic. And Stalin has rebutted this by saying this is an insult to the people of Tamil Nadu and that the DMK intends to bring a breach of privilege motion against the Minister for Education. The Minister for Education even went on to accuse the DMK of only building language barriers. And the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister responded by saying that no one can force them to implement the national education policy. Let's listen in to this back and forth that happened in Parliament and outside the corridors of Parliament on this contentious issue of language imposition and particularly education by fiat.
Their Chief Minister was ready to accept that. Some super Chief Minister, some new person came up. In March, they were saying the MOU. Why they back out? Let the tell. Why they back out? Trying to do politics. This is unfortunate, sir.
Now, Tamil Nadu has historically rejected the three-language formula. It goes all the way back to 1937, before independence. The Congress government, led by C. Rajagopalachari, had introduced compulsory Hindi in schools. The move sparked widespread protests by the Justice Party and the Dravidian leaders like Periyar. The policy was then revoked in 1940, but the anti-Hindi sentiment persisted. When the three-language formula was introduced countrywide in 1968, Tamil Nadu was one of the only states that opposed it, seeing this as an attempt to impose Hindi. Under the then Chief Minister C.N. Annadurai, the state adopted a two-language policy, teaching only Tamil and English in state-run schools. Tamil Nadu remains the only state in the country that has never implemented the three-language formula. It chooses English over all Indian languages, including Hindi, as well as other regional Indian languages. And even now, after NEP 2020 was introduced by the Modi government, Tamil Nadu is the only state which has not implemented the new national education policy. The National Curriculum Framework has consistently backed the three-language formula. In the year 2000, it said that the three-language formula, which is an outcome of a national consensus, needs to be implemented in its true spirit, promoting multilingualism and national harmony. Following that up, in 2005, it said that the multilingual character of Indian society should be seen as a resource for the enrichment of school life. And then in 2023, the National Curriculum Framework batted for the three-language formula to continue to be implemented across the country while keeping in mind constitutional provisions, multilingualism and national unity and harmony.
Calling our Chief Minister super power, calling us as uncivilized. What is this? Who are they to brand anyone like that? What authority they give certificate, on what authority they give a certificate?
CDS plan of the BJP would be, once they say third language, the third language inevitably will be Hindi. They will say that Tamil Nadu does not have adequate Hindi teachers. So since we are funding it, we will send Hindi teachers from the north of India, and these Hindi teachers will come and distort our culture. In fact, they will play into the RSS's agenda and perhaps teach children that Godse is a hero and Mahatma Gandhi must be vilified.
All right, I want to first go across to senior DMK member of parliament, Ms. Kanimuri, to try and explain why her party and her state seems to have a problem with Hindi. Thank you very much for speaking with us here on CNN News 18, ma'am. You are now intending to bring a breach of privilege motion against the education minister. The minister today speaking in parliament, and there was a lot of drama in the house, said that the DMK was basically holding the students of Tamil Nadu hostage. Why do you believe that the minister has said something for which you are now bringing a breach of privilege motion against the minister?
The first thing is that the minister called the members of parliament as uncivilized because we were protesting. And he called us dishonest, and he said, is your CM super CM? So I don't think this is parliamentary and it's upholding democracy in any way, or does it show that he is respecting the parliament nor the elected representatives in any way by making comments which are so derogatory. And it's hurt the Tamil people and the sentiment of the Tamil people when a minister in the union calls us uncivilized. And they have to understand a very important thing, that education is in the concurrent list. And it's always been that Tamil Nadu has been exempted from the 3-language policy, and we know it is after a huge struggle. We've lost lives, and after that Tamil Nadu has been exempted from the 3-language policy, and we've stuck to the 2-language policy. The union government suddenly cannot come and say you have to accept the NEP, the new education policy, and along with it a 3-language policy which the Tamil people are not ready to accept. The children have a choice. It is not that the Tamil Nadu government says if a child wants to learn any 2 languages is what we say, and if a child wants to learn any other 3rd language, nobody stops them. There are CBSE schools. Nobody stops them from choosing whichever language they want. Already the education system burdens every child, and not every child has an aptitude to learn many languages or an interest in learning many languages. So what do you gain by learning a 3rd language which a child doesn't choose to learn?
But ma'am, shouldn't that choice be left to the students? That's what the centre and the BJP are arguing, that you are deciding, the state is deciding whether the students should learn 2 languages or 3 languages. Let the students decide. And as you said, there are CBSE schools in Chennai and other cities in Tamil Nadu which are offering 3 languages. Why not leave that choice to the students? In fact, Tamil Nadu is the only state in the country out of 28, 27 have implemented the national education policy, have gone in for the 3-language formula, except Tamil Nadu, which continues to follow a 2-language formula. So when the rest of the country can follow it, why not the state of Tamil Nadu?
No, the minister has to first understand that Tamil Nadu has accepted the 2-language policy after a huge struggle. We've lost lives, as I already told you. Why does he want to actually ignite, and spark, very sensitive issues which are very sensitive to the Tamil people? What do you gain by forcing us to learn 3 languages? Let us choose to learn 3 languages. Any child or any family which wants to learn 3 languages can learn 3 languages. And what do you gain? There are so many countries in this world which are doing very well when it comes to education, and our children learn 1 language or 2 languages. What is the need to force every child to learn 3 languages or 4 languages? What is the need? What is the rationale behind that? And education is in the concurrent list. So you cannot decide that every state has to accept the new education policy and force it on us.
No, but ma'am, there is also an
us.
economic rationale. You said, what is the rationale? The economic rationale is that by disincentivizing Hindi or by not promoting Hindi in the state of Tamil Nadu, you're actually making life difficult for students from Tamil Nadu. You are denying them Hindi language skills, which would have then allowed them to seek employment opportunities in other parts of India. You are deliberately denying them that economic opportunity. So there is an economic rationale for why Hindi needs to be promoted and why Hindi can be promoted as the link language. And by opposing Hindi, you're denying that economic opportunity to the students in the state. How would you counter that argument?
I think many students, many people from UP or Bihar or other states also come down to Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra to work. If you had taught them Tamil or any of the South Indian languages, any one South Indian language, they would have found it much more easier to come here, work, communicate with people, because they can't go and buy food from a shop in Tamil Nadu when they come as daily wage earners.
Okay.
They are struggling every day. We saw how many of them had to walk back during COVID times. Why can't you teach them one South Indian language? That makes more economic sense. Does it not?
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. Kanimuri is Senior Member of Parliament of the DMK, joining us at the top of Brass Tacks. I want to open this up to our political spokespersons. Guru Prakash Paswan, National Spokesperson of the BJP, joining us. Selam Dharmendra, Spokesperson of the DMK. Guru Prakash Paswan, you heard from Kanimuri. She's saying that A, it's the concurrent list. Tamil Nadu has been following the two-language formula since 1968. Lives were lost in the anti-Hindi agitation in the 1960s. It is a very sensitive, emotive topic in the state of Tamil Nadu. How can the centre deny funds because a policy that's part of the concurrent list is not implemented by one state, which has not implemented it for the last 50 plus years?
No, Zaka, we have to understand a couple of things first, that we have to take it very seriously, we have to take it very sensitively, and the union government has been putting a very special emphasis on this entire issue. Whenever we speak of three-language formula, Honorable Union Minister of Education has made this very categorical that it's upon the government of the state, it's upon the choice of the individual. But unfortunately, the point is politics behind it. Not today, but since the very onset of this policy, we have been watching this politics of weaponization, that I would say, this idea. Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan and the government of Tamil Nadu, if they must come together and have a conversation. The NEP, which has come after a lot of deliberation, the NEP which has come after a lot of discussion, we have taken every relevant stakeholder along with us. But the point is not that. The point is that the Tamil Nadu government specifically, on terms of delimitation, which is a constitutional mandate, you are seeing they are doing politics on that, on terms of national education policy, on terms of three-language formula, they want to unfortunately create a cleavage when there is none. There is absolutely no existential threat. There is absolutely no fundamental imposition of any sort. But what we are seeing from the South, what we are seeing specifically and categorically from DMK is this politicization, is this weaponization over delimitation and the three-language policy.
Okay.
And what we saw in the parliament today is exactly the point. But we have to understand that whether it is delimitation, it is a constitutional exercise, it is a democratic exercise, whether it is the national education policy, the new education policy, we have to understand that it has been prepared after a lot of deliberation, a lot of discussion, and all the relevant stakeholders have spoken about it.
Selam Dharmendra, 27 out of 28 states, part of the Indian Union, have adopted the national education policy and have adopted a three-language formula. What is the rationale for one state, the state of Tamil Nadu, not to adopt it, number one? Number two, nowhere in the new education policy of 2020 does it say that the third language has to be Hindi. It says 2 native Indian languages plus English. So why don't you decide to teach Tamil, Telugu and English? No one is stopping you.
Yeah, I'll go even further, Saka, and say that in this, more uniformity does not mean more unity. And more uniformity means destruction of nations. My party founders, leaders didn't say it. Golwakar, Modi's forefathers said it, which is actually wrote in 1970s. I will start with that. I will go even for the leave NEP. I'm saying centrally sponsored scheme itself is not suitable for a country like India, simply because, unfortunately, states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar have socio-economic development only as much as sub-Saharan African countries, and in many metrics, Tamil Nadu and Kerala do as well as European countries. Unfortunately. But for this, how can you solve it? Tailor-made solution for each states based on outcomes. The whole Pandora box on the NEP matter is, you're not releasing 2,150 crores to Tamil Nadu under SSA in spite of Tamil Nadu being the best performing state in SSA. Tamil Nadu and Kerala have not received the money, saying you have to sign NEP, which is blackmail, which is the second thing which can't be allowed. So the first question is, why centrally sponsored schemes for a country? So why should the union government come and enforce something on Tamil Nadu? I can go point by point on NEP and say this is not ideal. But before that, my question is, why are you enforcing something in Tamil Nadu or any state for that matter? Even a homogeneous country like US, the municipalities decide what should be the school curriculum. They manage the police. So we need more decentralization and not centralization. In India, states in India are not just administrative units, they're also political units where ethno-linguistically diverse, right? It's very diverse, culturally diverse, linguistically diverse. So it's only more decentralization that will work. So let the individual states decide what they want.
No, but
Let the union government focus on
the other
outcomes,
ethno-linguistic states like Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, Bengal, etc. have adopted NEP. And national education policy, I mean, what we are seeing now is the latest iteration of it. NEP has been in existence since 1968. 1968 was not a BJP government, it was a Congress government, it was Mrs. Gandhi's government.
See, for example, some aspects of NEP, Tamil Nadu has been doing even before the new NEP came. The morning breakfast stream recommended.
Yes.
Tamil Nadu has started implementing before any other Indian state. But the problem with NEP is that they say they'll make gross enrollment ratio across India 50% by 2030. But Tamil Nadu achieved that in 2011 itself, so we are 20 years ahead. So if we follow every aspect of the government, we will go only 20 years behind. That is another aspect. But even now, the Karnataka Chief Minister, Kerala Chief Minister voiced criticism on NEP and centralizing behavior of the union government. I will ask you another question. You are saying Tamilians who are going to Delhi, important point, 10 seconds, who are going to Delhi will need to learn, are suffering because they don't speak Hindi. But my question is, everyone will learn two languages in this country, Tamil in Tamil Nadu and English to communicate with outside state, and people in the north would learn English apart from Hindi. When we go there, we will all speak in English to them. So we don't need Hindi.
No,
so
I want Guru
Prakash
Prakash Paswan to respond to what Kanimuri said earlier. If you really want national integration, in how many schools in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar are you teaching even one South Indian language? People of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar end up working in the south. Many of them work in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, etc. because economic development is higher in the south. There's more productivity in the south. They go there for economic opportunities, but you don't teach South Indian languages there. Whereas the reverse is always held against the state of Tamil Nadu. You're not teaching people Hindi in Tamil Nadu. Therefore, you're denying them economic opportunity in the north.
No, Zaka, like I said, we are trying to create an issue when there is none. Today, DMK people are giving us certificate on national integration. I think people of India, people of Tamil Nadu have categorically seen. Right from Sengal installation at the parliament to Kashi Tamil Sangamam. We have today two very crucial portfolios. The finance minister is from Tamil Nadu originally, the external affairs minister is from Tamil Nadu essentially. So I don't need to sort out all these. I don't need to mention all these details in front of my friend from DMK to seek any validation or to seek any certificate from them. This is point number one. Point number two, as far as NEP is concerned, let me put this very clear. As far as linguistic diversity, why do you not want linguistic diversity? Why do you not want our children in Tamil Nadu to have global competence as well? Unnecessary creating this issue, whether delimitation or the three-language formula, the only thing which my DMK friends are up to, the only thing which the DMK member of parliaments are unfortunately up to is to create this cleavage. You see, there is no logical defense to delimitation. It is a constitutional prerogative. There is no logical defense to three-language formula. When you yourself said that the autonomy is with the state government, the union government has not said take Hindi, but you are making it sound, the impression that you are giving that the union government is categorically saying that you have to compulsorily adopt Hindi. That is not the case. This is the sustained misinformation campaign by the side of the DMK. The people of India and the people of Tamil Nadu must realize this. Whether it is delimitation or the three-language formula, the only thing which the DMK is indulging is in pure politics and nothing else. Their logic fall flat from reality. They are far from reality. NEP, and last 10 seconds, Zaka, NEP has made very clear that no Hindi. You have to take a language of your own choice. We are in for linguistic diversity. We are in for our students getting global competence skills as well. But unfortunately, this politics of negativity, this politics of creating
I asked that to Dharani
cannot exist, Zaka, I'm sure.
The NEP 2.0 does not say that it has to be Hindi. It just says two native Indian languages. But be that as it may, final word, Dharani, the point is NEP 2020 has been in existence for the last 4 or 5 years now. Delimitation, clearly the central government has said that unless a census happens and then a delimitation commission is formed, we don't even know if delimitation will happen in time for the 2029 Lok Sabha elections. Now, the point is, why is your leader, Mr. Stalin, raising all of these issues now? Is it not with one eye on the state assembly elections next year? Otherwise, what is the pressing need to raise these issues now?
See, Zaka, firstly and foremost, I think the BJP spokesperson who spoke itself said what the actual problem with the BJP is. He said, oh, we have done so much for Tamil. We have made finance ministers Tamil, external affairs ministers Tamil, Sengol we have, right? But the point is, people of Tamil Nadu do not want it. Both external affairs minister and union minister of finance in Tamil Nadu, if they will contest in Tamil Nadu without any alliance, they wouldn't even get a deposit. So they have to listen to the people of Tamil Nadu. People of Tamil Nadu do not want Sengol.
What is this,
We want
Zaka?
Tamil teachers in Kendra Vidya.
Zaka, what sort of argument is this?
The DMK as a party not saying our view. We are talking about our people's view, right? We are representing the people of Tamil Nadu, right? People of Tamil Nadu do not want NEP. People of Tamil Nadu do not want NEP. I will go back. I will go to delimitation. Delimitation was frozen, not just by Congress government, but also by BJP. Watch why? Because he knew it was absolutely unfair to penalize states that in the national interest were good in population
Okay,
control.
anyway, delimitation
It
is a
by
different debate.
formula
I got to wrap up as
Article
well.
82 was
Anyway,
frozen.
we'll get to that bridge when we have to cross it. But we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, Selam Dharmendra, and also Guru Prakash Paswan for joining us at the top.